there's another person talking about life insurance policies and shit. And how some of the equipment is acquired through certain departments, let's say. And then we got those who decide to take part in the torture, the stalking, the harassment, the breaking and entering, the theft. But then when I leave, a page worth of information to certain places or emails to another place, or come across some information where, you've been scored or something, no one has the right to tell you who to hang with. If you got PTSD and don't want to be around people, that's your prerogative. It's supposed to be the land of the free, not go hang out with this person, or you must metal detect in a group, or you must be, knocked unconscious 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. No. If people weren't fucking moving about, unscrewing shit, knocking people out, using torture devices, government technology, and life insurance policies, well, I've seen so many of them, it's not even funny. The white envelopes, no return address, and just so much shit missing, it's unreal. But this ain't China where you're scored on, it's not like I walk around and, bust bottles on the ground or, dumb shit. That's why they call them hobbies and shit. That's what older people do. They get a hobby and they might collect stamps, they might collect coins, they might metal detect, they might decide to go look for gems or gold or baseball cards, sports memorabilia, whatever. But no one has the right to use government technology, knock you unconscious, invade your privacy, break into your apartment, stalk you, follow you, stalk with intent, take shit out of your apartment, take shit off your deck. I mean, I know I heard the voices from when no one was in the house. I left an audio recorder behind. Recorded for an hour and some minutes. 19 minutes, you could hear me talk, and then you hear me set the alarm and leave. But then you hear somebody go, well, first you hear a door slam shut in my apartment, and then you hear, shh. And then what sounds like patting down, like my bed, like you're patting it down for a recording device or something, like I stuck it under the blanket when it was somewhere else. Now I watched a video this morning and the guy said, well, it's about identity theft. It's about life insurance policies. And shit like that. Well, it'd be my own family that took out a life insurance policy. And I said that months ago. And I mean, there ain't no guys home for me to be able to hear one. So they're either on the phone or there's one here. Because if I'm not mistaken, yep. Wait, let me make sure. Yep. So, either on the phone with one or the one from my previous address hasn't been picked up yet. So you can score me anything you want. I don't care if you score me a fucking 0. I'm not a drug addict. I'm not a thief. But you motherfuckers are adding to psychological trauma, physical trauma, torturing, theft, break-in, sleep deprivation. I mean, people are basically breaking constitutional rights, laws, state rights, laws. And your God-given right to talk to whoever you want and hang with whoever you want, if you so choose to hang with a person. If you don't, that's your God-given right to not want to be around people. If you'd rather be in nature with bugs and birds and deer and rabbits and whatever, then that's your business. That's your prerogative, my prerogative. A group will get you in trouble. By yourself, you can be, you know, nope, I don't want to do that. You can choose for yourself. But when a group goes against one person, that's conspiracy against another. And then if government technology is given to said group, that's depriving one of their rights under the color of law. I mean, shit, an inanimate object just doesn't walk away, so, you know, shit that's been taken out of my apartment, shit that's been taken off my deck, and then the people, whoever's entered my apartment illegally, one way or another. I mean, the landlord didn't even know that I changed the handle until yesterday. Imagine that. Didn't even know that I changed the fucking lock. See, nobody knew. I guess they were all too damn stupid to realize that I had changed the handle. I changed it my second month. The very beginning of the second month, when I realized that somebody was popping my door. So I changed it. And then now when you look at my door, you can see that somebody's sticking something in between and popping my door open illegally. using government equipment in the public's hands. That sounds like corruption. That sounds like deprivation of rights under the color of law. Profiling. Every morning I wake up to a siren going by. Every single morning. What's the chances of that? And the siren only lasts for 10 seconds. It's not like they keep it on the whole time. 10 seconds worth of a siren. You just letting me know you're there, right? I appreciate that. Now, not all government or state officials are bad. But just like in any job, there's always bound to be one or two that seem to want to break the rules a little bit or bend them a little bit and think that, oh, hey, that's all right. Constitutional rights and laws and state rights and laws, there is no breaking them and, you know, saying, oh, well, it's not no big deal. When it's a humongous deal. Yeah, fuck, I know. I seen the insurance policy that came in that said so-and-so kids. Yeah, I seen that. I seen the white envelopes. I seen it all. But no one has the right to profile you. No one has the right to well, somebody's been on my porch since this morning, because them bags of poison were out in the open. But no one has the right to do all that shit. Yet it happens. People should be ashamed of themselves just for using the technology. What is it, crowd control shit that's being used on one person? Is it the government patents, mind control, sleep auditory frequency? Because I got all those patents when they were filed, starting in 59. And if this alarm right here didn't go off the day that I left, and yet I heard somebody go, shh, and it sounded like somebody patting my bed down, how the fuck did you get in? If I cleaned up after the puppy yesterday morning and left, Why was there dog shit going out my door? If I had alcohol in my bag for, you know, I go camping or fishing or something, run out of fish bait, decide, hey, you know, these guys might drink. Let me see if I can barter with them and get some more fish bait because I ran out. And then all of a sudden somebody drinks my vodka, fills it with water, and then takes the Long Island iced tea for themselves. But to deal with torture for years, to have those shit hit you in the heart and hurt, go to the hospital for a heart attack because your left arm is numb, fingers are tingling, and then tell you one thing and your doctor is a female, but then you hear two men say, how's Mr. So-and-so? Well, who the fuck are they? Because that was 2 hours after I was there. Maybe 2.5. So if anybody took a life insurance policy out on me, well, it would have been, you know, people close to me. And then they use shit that gives off a high EMF field that causes cancer and other shit, and frequencies that, you know, can rewrite your DNA or hurt an organ, or, you know, constantly give you headaches from being knocked out by what I'm going to say is remote neural monitoring broadcasting. Because I can't hear a conversation between two people that sound like people I know right after my daughter texts somebody and bitches about her mother's belongings that has passed away. That just doesn't happen. So I'm going to keep saying it. At any point in time, if my body drops, because there's nothing wrong with me at all. I got PTSD and anxiety and long-lasting bereavement. You know, since I found my wife in the state that I found her in after 17 years. If something happens to me, everybody at my last address and everybody at my current address needs to be polygraph tested. 100%. No bullshit, without a doubt. Because it seems to be, you know, a community-based theme or thing that, you know, I don't know. Just from what I read, you know, because when I had my original first dog that I trained, I was the only one that walked out 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 3, 4 in the afternoon, 4 o'clock in the morning. I was the only one out. Now all of a sudden you got 200-pound guys walking 10-pound dogs. Real inconspicuous, yeah. People you never seen before in your neighborhood that you've been in for almost 3 decades. All of a sudden there's these people you ain't never seen before. Pushing strollers and walking dogs and all kind of dumb shit. Or people bump into you at the store and they act like they know you when you've never had a conversation one with them. Or you go to a store and somebody gets an alert on their phone, they look at their phone, look up, look at you, smirk, and then look on, you know, walk off. After they text something. Yeah, I've seen all that shit. shit's been going on for way too long. Started with sleep deprivation, then theft, then breaking and entering, then, you know, just snowballed from there. And it's still going on, and it's still old as shit. Earrings, jewelry, kid shit, blankets, clothes. All kinds of shit's been stolen. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if there was a Wi-Fi camera or microphone in my apartment, along with the torture devices that were pre-wired before I moved in.